Alright, look what I have here. My old Bugout vehicle, my little tiny Toyota RAV4, finally died. So I went out and got me a new Bugout vehicle. And this is what I found. I've been searching around for a long time to get something bigger, more substantial, something more powerful, something that had four-wheel drive, and something that could carry all my gear and all my family. And the Ford F-150 just really seemed to fit my needs. And I love the color, I love the height, I love the size. This thing is awesome. And it's great. It's the 5.4 liter V8. And it is four-wheel drive with locking differentials with dedicated low and four-wheel low and four-wheel high, which is nice. The RAV4 didn't have an actual low gear. It was just a little all-wheel drive, which is basically a front-wheel drive with assisted rear-wheel drive. This is a true 4x4, which is awesome. Another thing that I noticed that was bad about the little RAV4 was that, yeah, it had all-wheel drive, that was great, and it was good on gas, but it only had 90 horsepower. So that means if I ever went off-road and had to go up a hill for whatever reason, it could barely make it up a hill. If I got down into a ditch and tried to get out of that ditch, it had no torque whatsoever to get out. This thing has 300 horsepower and 300 and I don't know what it is, like 380 pounds of torque. So I can go down into a gully and drive out of it, no problem, with all my gear and family, because it has the horsepower. And I love that, that's great. It's got 20-inch rims, which is awesome. I like the stock rims. I'm not going to go crazy and try to get off-road rims and tires. I like the stealth look. It's just a simple, you know, clean stock truck, and I like that. They're 20-inch, so they look cool. And I can still go with bigger tires. I've got, what size are these? These are the 275 55/20s on here, and I can go up to 305s easy. It's a little bit of an investment, but with me going out in the desert all the time making videos and also just wanting to gallivant and explore the great Southwest, I kind of needed a 4x4 truck for what I do. It's probably not for everybody. Some people like to have really small Bugout vehicles, and some people like to have big ones, and this one's right in the middle. You know, and for the record, I haven't owned a brand new vehicle in 20 years. I literally have been driving piece of crap putt-putt cars, you know, for the last 20 years. I buy cheap cars and then just fix them as they break, and it just drove my wife nuts. You know, now that we have 2 kids to think about, it's about time I get something that's newer and more reliable. And I'm happy. I'm actually very happy. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain to have a car payment, but you know, I can handle $275 a month. That's what this comes out to. And I'm okay with that. That's well under my means for sure. I can pay that bill no problem. And I'm probably only thing I'm gonna really change really is probably the bumper. I want to be able to push obstacles out of the way, and having a real big heavy steel bumper will do that for me. I know Road Armor makes an awesome bumper. Buck Stop makes an awesome bumper. I think there's another one too called the Ranch Hand. So yeah, I've seen trucks with those big heavy duty bumpers push through obstacles no problem, and that's what I want to do. That's why the police have push bumpers on their vehicles too, so it'll just come in handy. You don't have to worry about damaging your radiator or anything like that, because those bumpers take all the brunt. Now, I had a guy tell me, oh, you know, those big trucks, they can't fit on the narrow Jeep trails. You know, you're gonna get stuck and you're gonna be done while I'm driving up in the mountains in my Jeep because it's so small and narrow. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? In a shit hits the fan situation, I'm not really rushing out of the city to go up to some Jeep trail. You know, I need to carry all my family, which is 4 of us, and all of our gear that I need to survive, food and water, ammo and gear and clothing and all that stuff, which will fit in here, which will not fit in a Jeep, at least as far as I'm concerned. Won't fit all our stuff in a Jeep, and it'll all fit in this. So it's all a give and take, I guess. If I'm running out of the city It's going to be in a big vehicle that can carry all of our gear, and I'm going to be running out probably into the desert or into the mountains, not so much onto narrow Jeep trails. It's just not something that I'm going to be dealing with in my neck of the woods. I live in the Southwest, and there's not a lot of force to get stuck in Jeep trails. So this is what I need for me and my needs out here in the Southwest. Now, I know some people are going to say, oh, that thing's a huge gas guzzler. The range on this thing, the miles that it will take you is limited because it sucks down gas with that big 5.4 liter V8. Yeah, that is a trade-off. The little RAV4 did have better gas mileage, but like I said, everything has a pro and a con. The nice thing about this one is it's got power and it's got load capacity. I can carry a lot of things with it. It can even tow a trailer if I wanted to. And if I need to go further, all I got to do is carry more jerry cans. I can just put them in the back of the truck. Easy fix. Can't really do that with my little RAV4 that had 4 cylinders. It's not like I could just slap on a turbo to get more power. You know, it's not an option. With this, I can get more range just by putting more gas in the back. So, problem solved. Let's take a look inside real quick. It's pretty nice inside. I like the gray on gray interior. One of the biggest things I like about this model specifically is that it has that jumper seat right here in the middle. You can fold it down for the 2 cup holders and kind of like a table, but you can fold it up and you can sit somebody there, which is nice. There's some models out there that have some type of center shifter, like your actual shifter is in the middle. I think it's the Harley Davidson edition or some other high-end edition. It has the shifter in the middle. I don't like that. I have a 5-year-old boy and he could sit right here no problem. Since there's no airbags, it's not a danger. See, as you can see, it's got a lot of room back here. I can fit 3 more people back here, and it's got a lot of leg room. That's nice. You can fold these up and put gear underneath. I can put my guns and ammo boxes back there, so that's always nice. I need to get a toolbox though, so I can put all my emergency gear inside the toolbox. That's my recovery gear. I'm doing a video on that too. But I'm gonna get either an aluminum or a steel toolbox, lockable toolbox, and put that back here, so I can have extra fluids and emergency gear in there instead of inside the cab. Okay, now here comes the part where a lot of people are probably going to chime in and say, oh, Fords are crap, you should have got a Chevy, or blah blah blah. And save your negative comments if you don't like Fords. The reason why I liked the F-150 is because it's a good truck according to Motor Trend. It's made Motor Trend's Truck of the Year several years, the past couple years, and that's because they make a good truck. Bottom line, they make a good truck. Have they always made a good, reliable truck? No, they haven't. But the last couple years they have. And if Chevy or Dodge or Toyota Tundras or whatever made the Motor Trend Truck of the Year, yeah, I probably would go and check those out. And matter of fact, I did go check those out. But some of them are too expensive, or some of them had features I didn't like, and this just fit my needs the best. So if you don't like Fords, please save your negative comments for somebody else, because I just don't have time for it. I like this, it works for me, and I'm happy with it. Alright guys, so that's a look at my new Bugout vehicle. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to making a lot of videos out in the desert with this thing. As usual, stay safe.